Hello everyone, this is Clay Railways, and today we have a unboxing video. Whoa, who could have guessed? So this package is from the UK, or well, more specifically, Hattons. There is a signature of a Hattons person. Thank you. And now this is a pretty rare item. It's a Hornby Thomas item, and it was not in the new range. This item is in pretty meh condition, to say the least, especially for kind of a Hornby item, and a lot of people are going to get on my ass and say, oh, why'd you buy this, it's in such bad condition.
Fuck you for
buying, shitty condition Hornby items. You see, I only got this for like $44, I believe. And that's not bad, considering, this is this Hornby item. Now, I was debating for a while if I should get this or not, but I finally decided to, just say what the fuck, I'll get it. So, alright, so you can see the Hornby Thomas box and these things, and as you can see, I'm working on my layout, a new layout, even though it's not original at all. And as you can see some, fucked Easy Track, and that's just because I use Snap Track, and I'm not gonna use Easy Tracks. I'm trying to take apart the track, but it's like, fucked. But anyway, that's beside the point, and let's, we're gonna pull a train fan, 365 kids.
Dun dun dun.
Oh crap, I take it out, okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, I'm sorry. But here we go, Hornby Duck. Here we go, it's obviously from Hattons. It's Duck. Hornby, I got it for 31 pounds, which is around $44 or something like that, 45 something of the sorts, and let's open it up, and as you can see already, it's in not the best condition. Wow, this looks a lot better in person. Not the condition, obviously, because it's meh, but, like, it's so nice, if I can even take it out. Oh, it's taped. And I already knew the box would look like this. It's like literally the entire box of the back is faded.
That's hilarious.
Must like dropped in water or something. I have a theory of how this got in such bad shape. It could have been like a flood or something. I don't know. It still said it ran. So, and if the wheels are dirty, I can just clean them. They actually I cleaned the wheels of my Hornby James and Hornby Thomas, and I didn't really have to do it for my Hornby Eagle, and they run basically really, really nicely. Wow, this is really awesome. Does it have the nice hole at the back, or I can just, do this without fucking this up. Okay, boom. It does not have it's traction tires. As you can see, it's falling apart, but it's still, still basically works, and I think I would just need let me just look at this. Okay, yeah. Doesn't matter that much. Okay, so, this is a Hornby Duck. Well, what's left of it, of course, and I know I already know that I'm going to get hate, because that's just how this community fucking rolls. I apologize for that. I'm just gonna take a look at the shell for a minute. But I already know I'm gonna get a fuck ton of hate, because this is in such bad shape, and everyone's gonna go like, well, why the fuck did you buy this? It's in such bad shape. So this is has the darker face, and it has both of its bumpers at the back, not the front. Has one missing, which is not that big of a deal. As you can see there. This lighting is really bad. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can improve that real quick. Alright, I apologize for that. So, let's go over this. It's missing the top of its foam, and it's missing one of its buffers, and it has its R from its GD bar R a bit scraped, and that's really the only bad things on this model. Everything else is in pretty good nick, in my opinion, and with a bit of restoration, I will make it look a bit better, and I'm going to do that in this video, because I do not want to end the video with it looking like this, and everyone hates on me for this. And if you know a user called Mike Thread Engine, hi if you're watching this, I do not, he got a Hornby Stepney, which is a very, very, very rare Hornby item, and he got so much hate. It's like depressing because, well, he got so much hate for, doing another reason. Alright, so he got Hornby Stepney, and the reason why he got so much hate is because, well, like it didn't round really well because, you know, the wheels are all dirty. But yeah, that's besides the point. The fucking entire funnel was gone. And yeah, so that's really why I want to restore it in this video, because I already know it's gonna basically turn into that again. So that's, you know, it's fun. And I'm decent friends with the guy and stuff. So yeah, and then the only bad things about his chassis is that the middle of that is kind of scraping off, exposing the blue, because I'm gonna assume this is a reused Hornby Thomas chassis. But yes, I will be back after I'm done restoring this Hornby duck and making it look more presentable. And this box is kind of forever fucked and, you know, suicidal. So that's that. And yeah, this styrofoam thing is still in good condition. It's still pretty cool. So back after I'm done restoring this model, and I'll prove that, you know, getting, you know, more models
It's always a bad thing.
well, really, like, you know, 2 seconds for you guys, because, you know, you get the point. And I'm back. So basically, we're gonna pull another Train Fan 365 for reasons, because yeah. Okay, so yeah, so I put it in the box for a dramatic effect. I don't really know why I did it, honestly. It's just like, okay. So fuck. I'm just gonna take it out of this thing. Now, the chassis is not, and see, it's obviously not attached to the shell. If anyone knows how to permanently do that, that'd be great. I could just, you know, look in the instructions or whatever the hell, but, you know, it's whatever. Doesn't really mind because, you know, still sits there, and it's cool. So, I'll just show you the chassis first. I'm going to show you 2 different parts because I don't really want to have it deal with it. So, previously, this part of the wheel and this part of this wheel was black, or blue, I apologize, because it was a reused 060 Hornby Thomas chassis. So basically, that's why that was coming off the blue, because the black was coming off. If that makes any sense. So yeah, I touched it up with a bit of a Sharpie and a ultra fine one. Like it's just basically like really, just imagine a pen, but it's a Sharpie. You get the point. So anyway, Duck, as you can see before, Duck was in pretty bad shape. He had the top part of his funnel was gone. His R was all scratched, and this buffer was missing. Now, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you how to do that. How I did that. And I know it does not look magnificent. I do not claim it to be magnificent, but it's okay. It'll do for my purposes. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. So yeah. So I'm gonna talk about the decal first, because it's, you know, the less complicated part. Even though it might have taken the longest, just because I had to get the size right. So basically, at first I took a picture of the side and put it on paint.net, turned the opacity down, added another layer, and then just went over it. That didn't really work out great. And then I just tried taking a picture of it, and then I went up my wooden railway room, if you know what I'm talking about, like, you know, where my wooden railway stuff is, because my black stuff is, because I have, my old room has a walk-in closet, and so this one is, like, my current room. Has really good lighting. So with this noise camera, I took a picture of that. So it's basically, that picture captured it pretty well, and I basically just resized it down until it was pretty close. And I used some Elmer's glue. It's pretty good for just, you know, paper or plastic. That's pretty cool. And yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look great. I don't claim it to be great, but yeah, I mean, it'll do for my purposes. It's not brilliant, but it's whatever. Okay, and then, so the top of this, I got this idea from James Fan 05. You should know him, because, you know, if you watch my videos,
No one does.
then you would know, you know, he's a pretty nice human. But yeah, he used the top of a Percy, like the top of Percy's funnel. Basically, I just got some like some pliers, not like cutting pliers, but like the more like the pliers that you use to pull things out. And that's what she said. So like twist things, like twist wires and such, if you know what I'm talking about. I would get them, but I'm fucking lazy. So yeah, I basically took that out and I tried to just put it in. As you can see, as you know, there was a hole, and there's still like basically a hole. If you can see that, it's kind of hard to see because this camera isn't great and bad lighting. Basically, I tried to put it in the hole, but it was too big. That's what she said. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll stop.
So, God help me. So that did not work. So I got some rail cutters because they use them for a lot of things because they're pretty sharp and they're strong and such. And I just tried to trim it off, but you know, I cut it weird and it kind of made it crooked. So I just cut the entire bottom part off. So only this thing was remaining. So then I just got some super glue, put it on the bottom of this, and then just kind of put it on this, and you know, just kind of held it for a second, and bam. So yeah, that's basically how that turned out. I'm not really sure what kind of things like James Smith 05 did, but yeah, no, that's that. And the buffer. Now the buffer is probably the most obvious thing, you know, if you think logically, but you know, this is a fucking Clay Railways, you know. Nothing's really logical, and we don't really use things that are most convenient at convenient times, and I did not really want to pay, and again, I didn't really want to pay, you know, $20 for, you know, spare buffers from the United Kingdom, because, you know, shipping would be annoying, and price would be annoying, because, you know, British pounds. Okay, I'll shut up now. So, basically, I snapped off a buffer from a old Bachmann model. It's broken, I don't use it, so it doesn't really matter. And then I got a screw, and if you don't like this, screw you. Okay. So basically, I just super glued the buffer onto the top of the screw. And the reason why I did the screw is because I saw like this little part. If you can kind of see that, right there. See that little part right there? I wanted to kind of make that, and then you can see right there. I think I did an okay job. If this thing can focus. But yeah. I basically did that, and then I just put it in the little slot part, and that worked pretty well, and it just kept falling out, so I just decided to just super glue that back in, and as it's a Bachmann buffer, and this is a Hornby buffer, the Bachmann buffer is a bit smaller than this. It's kind of hard to tell, considering, you know, this is garbage quality, but you can kind of see it right there a bit more, but, I mean, some angles, it looks fine. First glance, it doesn't look as bad, but yeah, I basically tried to restore this, and I say to just do those modifications, which costed me exactly $0 for the modifications, if that makes any sense. I think I did an okay job. It's okay. This thing will come out. I think, in my opinion, $44 is a pretty decent deal for a Hornby duck that has these minor faults that are easily fixable. So this is really it, and this is basically what duck looks like in his final stage of glory. I don't claim it to be glorious, but it's Hornby duck. You know,
It's duck.
So gotta kill me. So yeah, that's basically it. Not sure if I'm actually going to run him. I might make a separate video, like a duck tribute of running him. I don't really know if you guys want that. Nah, I'm not a huge fan of tributes, but it's whatever you guys want. Just the reason why I don't really want to do it is because I'm too lazy, and I don't really want to feel like putting up the track and make a separate video of him just running when no one really gives a shit. But his wheels are pretty clean, so I think he'll be fine, and I can just clean them if I need to, and just use the same technique, so he'll run fine. So that's good. And yeah, that's basically it. This has been the Clay Railways with my Hornby duck. Surprised I haven't made that joke already. Wow. So this has been it. This has been the Clay Railways with my Hornby duck that I fixed up a bit. Signing out and being edgy as usual. Oh dear.